Happy Tuesday. I know my makeup is done. I have lashes on, but hear me out. I realized I kind of stopped doing my declutter. So I was like, okay, you know what? We really need to go through my eyeshadows shelf. The center of the shelf is kind of like, it's doing one of these and I don't want it to break. So I said, we should totally do a declutter. But it was kind of like a fail because then I started playing around and swatching stuff and looking at stuff. And then I was like, okay, well, my makeup is done, but I have no eyeshadow. So instead of being productive and choosing to declutter something today, I pulled out a palette and I was like, we're gonna play with this. This is why I swatched these two and I was like, I want that on my eyeballs. Now, I know you guys are my people, so you do it too. I know you feel me on it, but I feel like spring is literally here and we need to play around with like bright pops of color and just have a fun. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And yes, because we finished the clean canvas in fair, I'm gonna show white some love because we're playing around with a lot of color today. Am I hyper? Yes, I can be. I can be. Is there anything that I can do to change it? No, ma'am. No, I cannot. I understand I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I've learned to be okay with it. I used to not like it and feel like there was definitely something wrong with me. And then I came to terms that there's nothing wrong with me and nothing wrong with people who don't like me. It's okay to not like everyone. I'm more of a homebody, but I'm like wacky and hyper. Everyone is different, you know? We're not gonna see eye to eye on everything. Let's just learn to be nice to one another regardless, because this world's already got a lot of nastiness going on, you know what I mean? Let's not add to it. And no one's been nasty to me directly. Not for nothing, but that's kind of like a look, right? I was trying to be really careful with my lashes because they're already on. So I didn't want to mess that up. Okay, let's start. So no one's triggered me or pissed me off or anything. I'm going to go with a fine fluffy brush. It's just social media has become such a weird place. This is really pigmented, by the way. Oh my God, I just realized I never even told you the name of the palette. This is the Dominique Cosmetics The Moment palette. That's what it is. A lot of us got it already. If we didn't get it in a BoxyCharm shop, we got it in a Ipsy or Boxy subscription or whatever the case was. Like, girl, I don't even remember. At this point, it's all one entity, so it doesn't matter. I'm really gonna tap out. I'm so over seeing people on social media telling us we're doing everything wrong. You know, it's usually the younger population, nothing against them, but it's like they've got it all figured out. And that can be frustrating within itself because it's like, I don't think anyone has ever figured anything out. I think we're all trying to do the best that we can as we go. I don't know, just life is hard. Life is so hard already for people to be telling us what we should be doing and how we're doing what we're living our lives wrong. How? And so for me, I'd rather put out the positive message saying, girl, you woke up? Okay, good. Did you get out of bed? Okay, good. Are you doing your best today? Yeah? Okay, good. And your best is different than my best, and my best is gonna be different than everyone else's. And the surrounding people need to be okay with that. That's all we know how to do, our best. I'm gonna grab a BK205. It is an angled like eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna dip it in to this blue, which is stunning. I love her. It's not blue, it's like an aqua. It is called Life of the Party, and she is the life of this palette. And I know it kind of sounds like I was triggered by someone, but I wasn't. This is just me speaking my mind. I always go on social media. Obviously, social media is my job, so I need to. And it baffles my mind how we get influenced by the craziest things, people's pictures, people's videos. Like, we want to look like everyone else. We want to feel like, no, that's not reality. And I've learned that a long time ago, that my reality is going to be different from everyone else's. And yes, whenever we see things on social media, it looks amazing, but there's a lot that happens behind the scenes. Everything I see on social media, I take with a grain of salt. Okay, I think I'm going to take that edge and I'm going to pull out, only because she is a stunning color. I feel like I need to kind of speak my mind with you guys, because in the comment section, you guys do that with me, and I don't get enough time to really sit on the phone and answer everyone's, you know, comments and really chime on in with you guys. I'm gonna grab an Ofra, what are you, a Pro 03, and I'm gonna dip into this gold over here. And you know what? I think this all stems from what I was thinking this morning when I was doing the dishes. Yes, I do my own dishes. I have a dishwasher, but it just seems like a waste of water, and it's so much faster if I go ahead and just do the dishes by hand. So I'm doing my dishes, and as most people, your mind just wanders, right? And I was just thinking about life before moving to Florida. I was thinking about life before I had a social media platform, any at all, and how crazy it was when I was trying to get my YouTube channel, not to explode or anything like that. I wouldn't say my channel has like erupted in any way, but just to get it up and running and get it somewhere, and how simple things used to be compared to how complicated life has gotten just in general. And we seem to forget our life's experiences and the good stuff, and we focus on all the negative sometimes, which sucks. And then I started thinking about a comment like that someone left recently, but I've seen this comment several times before, where people are saying, wow, she's so honest. She's one of those influencers that are honest and she's real. She's like a real person. And I'm like, I am a real person. But it makes me feel good that you guys are really seeing the honesty, my transparency. And it's funny because my friend Anne and Rhonda, like we have like a group chat between us, like us girls. I'm gonna take a fine brush and I'm gonna dip into this one very lightly. And so we've done lives together, we've like FaceTimed and stuff like that. And it's funny because they will sit here and tell me how my face, if I'm not in the mood, I'm not in the mood. I've filmed and I've had like a rough time and you guys have noticed it and have been like, hey, like I don't know what's going on, but we can see that you're off today. And it's crazy because in those moments, that's when something is actually happening. Nothing's happening right now. Okay, but I'm just like putting it out there. Like we've gotten to a point where you guys already know just my personality, my character, like my demeanor, if you will. And so to be fair, my brain, yes, is everywhere today. And I'm doing this because I'm trying to like emphasize the crease a little bit without taking away from that blue. That's really pretty. My brain is everywhere. There's just so much going on in life in general. And so my only thought was, how am I gonna sit here, film a video and talk to people when I have like 50 million things in my brain right now? And so I gave myself a little pep talk and was like, you know what? Nothing needs to be perfect. You're human. You could have an off day and talk about nonsense. And those who are there to support you and truly enjoy you will sit there and listen and chime on in with you. I like to film videos and feel like I'm just hanging with my girlfriends. We're sitting across from each other on the couch and we're dishing away at life and family and our struggles and makeup, of course, just in general. When I film a video, it's so pleasant because I feel like I've built a family here where we're just friends and we're getting to know each other and we're welcoming all the new people and everyone's so freaking kind. I hit a thread over in my comment section and someone posted a comment and someone else commented and it became this thing where several people who were familiar with each other's comments because they've been commenting for so long, they're like, hey girls, good to see you here, and they're helping each other out, giving each other tips and tricks. Like that to me was it made me feel so good. I know social media can be a depressing place sometimes because people can just be nasty and mean and rude and negative, but I love that in my feed what you typically see, honestly, I don't really see negativity anymore. It's just nice people, loving people, wanting to make friends, wanting to support one another, well-rounded support and positivity. Like I freaking love it. I'm not gonna add any more of the blue. I'm just gonna drag whatever's left a little bit under the eyeball. So yeah, I mean, I know this, like everything I'm saying is pretty all over the place. I don't know. I've been thinking a lot just in general how when I first started my YouTube channel, there was a specific goal. It seemed like a pretty awesome place where everyone who could relate to loving beauty and just being kind to one another was a thing. And I thought that after all the dramas that has like erupted in the past few years and kind of settled down, I thought it would get better. There's still all this negativity and all this nastiness going on. I'm gonna take an angled brush, I'm gonna dip into Embrace, and then I'm gonna create a white line out here. I'm gonna apply some black liner on the waterline. And then I'm gonna add some of the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift on the lower lashes because again, my top lashes are done already. But yeah, what do you guys, like, have you guys noticed it? Again, you don't have to like say you did if you haven't noticed it or anything. This is what happens when I have time to actually let my mind wander, you know? I've worked on setting a decent routine for myself and Cam, and so we're at a place where I have time to think and have some peace and quiet, which is different because I didn't have that like for the longest time. You see, like right now, the house is so quiet. It's so quiet. It's a beautiful thing. And so my mind, I'm talking to you guys and I just have 50 million things in my brain and I'm thinking about everything. I'm thinking about the stuff that I've seen on TikTok that's happening in the news. I'm literally thinking about so much all at the same time, and I have so many thoughts and I have so many opinions and just so much feeling behind it. And then it reminded me to how different social media used to be to what it is now, and it kind of made me sad but also made me happy. Again, series of emotions, which is why I was gonna declutter. Oh my god, ADHD 100%. Which is why I was like, you know what, let's declutter the bookshelf with all my eyeshadow palettes. And now I'm creating a freaking video where I'm applying one of the eyeshadow palettes instead of decluttering. So I told you guys in the previous video this should have been called a Chaos Beauty channel because nonetheless, we are here and here are the eyes. You guys, look who just woke up from her little nap. I know. Let me give you the lip combo details for any of you who are interested. The lip liner I used is Striking Spice by Bare Minerals. And the lippy is actually a lip gloss. It is by Ofra Cosmetics. It is called Thick, and it's like a plumping lip gloss. So I just kind of like put those two together, and this is the combo I got. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to check out this video. Also, if you're new here, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button for me. And you guys, you don't have to leave. I have so much content up on the channel already. Make sure you check those. I know you're gonna enjoy them. And speaking of videos, I think you're gonna enjoy. I'm gonna suggest 2 videos on screen. These are some of my most recent videos. I'm hoping you will enjoy as well. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.